Back home with a story to tell. 14 U.S. citizens infected with the coronavirus are back on American soil. They're among 300 Americans evacuated from a quarantine cruise ship off the coast of Japan. The State Department chartered the flights to bring them all home. The 14 sick passengers flew back in isolated pods, keeping them clear of other Americans on board. Most of them are now under quarantine at U.S. military bases.
Skeletal remains. Atlanta police found human remains this afternoon on Borough Street. Homicide detectives worked the scene collecting evidence, but haven't released the victim's name or said how the person died.
Historic flooding swamps the South. Right now, hundreds of people in Mississippi can't return home tonight. Weeks of heavy rain have left neighborhoods in Jackson underwater.
How many homes in the neighborhood would you say look like this one?
You're looking at probably 1,000 houses.
The governor says it could be days before families return home.